Live from News 3, the Old Dominion Full Court Press.
Well, we have waited since March, and tonight finally giving us a chance to see the Monarchs hit the court for some live basketball action. Welcome to tonight's Old Dominion Full Court Press. Chartway Arena alive once again with the sights and sounds of college hoops, giving us our first glimpse of what we might expect from the Silver and Blue this season, including some of the new pieces. ODU playing host to Virginia State in an exhibition game earlier this evening. First half, Monarchs in transition. Vashon Alette driving hard to the hole. Fouled as it rolls in. Old Dominion up 5. Chauncey Jenkins is back this year doing Chauncey Jenkins things. Here's sizing up the step back 3, knocks it down. Silver and Blue up 40-31 at the half. In the second, some of the new guys go to work. Tyrone Williams driving the lane, goes up in traffic, off the glass and in. 2 of his 9 points. ODU pulling away. Then Bryce Baker with the year under his belt already gets the open look from 3 and connects. He would score 11 points on the night. Then R.J. Blakeney, the Dayton transfer, putting the ball on the floor, going to the rack, bucket and the foul. Old Dominion rolls 80-59. Jenkins leads the way with 17 points.
I think in the last 3 or 4 days, we've made some significant improvement. Hopefully, we can kind of at that same pace. Continue our improvement and our learning curve.
We've been working so hard in practice, so just being able to just let all that out against somebody else, it was fun. Yeah, we was ready to do that for sure. We was ready to get the game started.
Next up for the Monarchs, the home opener November 6th. We're going to have more on that a little bit later on. Well, every player in Old Dominion's roster has his own unique journey to the program. Some get full rides as they pursue the top of their craft. Others have to fight a little bit harder. One Monarch freshman hopping just across the water to attend ODU, then finding his way onto the court. Since 4 years old, Jalen Jenkins with a basketball in his hand. But you might say Old Dominion did not find him. It would be Jenkins finding the Monarchs.
I was like, I still want to play basketball.
The guard not recruited during his days at Hampton High School, so when enrolling at Old Dominion, Jenkins seeking out Kevin Swan, the Monarchs character coach.
He said go for it, so I texted Coach Jones. He gave me a tryout, and now I'm here.
Jalen and I sat down and talked. He came out and played with the guys a couple times this summer and just seemed like a perfect candidate to be a walk-on.
Now he's here in uniform. A college basketball player getting his shot right across the water from his hometown.
He wanted me to come in, work with the guys, improve the team, and maybe I could get my chance to play on the floor one day.
The freshman is learning his way. An adjustment for sure, but a goal he's more than willing to chase.
Put in the hard work, like if you're not a hard worker, this is not going to translate to you, because college and high school are way two different things.
And he's not just making progress on the court, but in the locker room as well. Instantly gelling with his teammates.
My first day here, they were welcoming, they were already welcoming, making jokes and everything, so we got along very well.
He definitely fits. He's well liked by the other guys, and what he's done out there on the court has garnered a lot of respect, I think, for him as a freshman.
Jenkins might be a walk-on right now, but with a blank canvas of a career in front of him, he hopes to spend the next 4 years painting his Monarch legacy.
I will hope I have accomplished at least being a starter or a captain of the team one day and accumulating some points or some minutes on the floor.
Now it's time to go 94 feet with the Monarchs. We're going 94 feet with Tyrone Williams. Tyrone, why ODU? What brought you to the Monarchs?
I feel like this was a great place, like a great fit for me. I think Coach Jones was showing me his realness. He kept everything real. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He let me know what role he expected me to play, and I felt like I felt that role.
Tell us about your game. What are fans going to see from you on the court?
On the offensive side, you're going to see a lot of scoring at the high level, helping other players get open. On the defensive end, this year I'm planning on taking a challenge of guarding the best player, showing people I can play defense.
Very good, very good. Hey, you're kicking back to watch a flick. What's going on? What's your favorite movie?
Like Mike, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favorite basketball movie? Is that the basketball movie too?
Yeah, but number 2, Loving Basketball.
Loving Basketball is a good
Yes,
choice.
Sir.
Favorite food, what are you eating?
Chicken, fried chicken.
Fried chicken,
Yes,
any
sir.
place in particular?
My mom.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Always go with mom,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, I'm digging some fried chicken too. Tyrone with 9 points tonight against Virginia State. Well, still ahead from Ontario to Old Dominion, how two Canadian basketball stars ending up in Monarch uniforms and what they bring to Chartway Arena is coming up right after this.
Live from News 3, the Old Dominion Full Court Press.
From north of the border to Old Dominion, that's been the path for two of the Monarchs' newest members. The trip from Canada to America, getting used to college, all things that are big adjustments. But as Zach Staten tells us, it helps being able to do those things together.
The questions almost never stop coming to Vashon and Yamari Alette. Whether it's about life as twins.
They ask me stuff like if I can feel when he's hurt. And if I could know what he's thinking and stuff like that, it's crazy, it gets crazy.
Or what things are like growing up in Canada.
All they ask me is how cold it is, and they ask me about Canadian bacon. I don't know why, but they always ask me about Canadian bacon. I don't even know what that is either.
What's not questioned about the duo is how they're settling in at Old Dominion. 664 miles away from their home in Toronto, the two leaning on each other through the adjustment process.
We've always gone through things together and conquered things together, so I feel like this is just another step of our life that we're gonna go through together, you know.
On the court, all they've known is success. Vashon becoming a sought-after recruit, while the twins starring in high school together.
That's really all we do, you know. When we were younger, no phones, no video games, all we would do is go outside and play basketball.
That's now showing on the floor with the Monarchs.
When we receive the ball from each other, that just boosts our shot percentage. I just been feeling that my whole life. Like if I get the ball from him, I automatically think the shot I put up is going in.
And if you want to know if there's still a sibling battle between the two, well, just ask them about their one-on-one matchups.
I don't even think he's beat me ever.
When I start winning, he'll start fouling and doing a lot of nasty stuff, but it's him, but he cheats though.
But the Alette twins hoping their play and contributions to the silver and blue will turn the questions about their twin telepathy or Canadian bacon to ones about their skill on the floor.
It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family, my mom especially. That was the happiest thing for her when we committed here together. So yeah, it's really a big thing.
With the Monarchs, I'm Zach Staten, News 3 Sports.
All right, Zach, thank you very much. Now, while both hope to make an impact, Vashon with the chance to become a fast contributor. That half of the duo, the top-ranked Canadian basketball player in the class of 2023 by 24/7 Sports. He would score 11 points tonight against Virginia State. Well, coming up, Old Dominion's official season opener, now less than 2 weeks away. We'll start our Virginia Wesleyan talk right on the other side of this break. Well, tonight, the final tune-up for the Silver and Blue as they prepare for the 2023-24 campaign. And we're now less than 2 weeks away from the first official game of the season. Old Dominion welcomes neighbor Virginia Wesleyan to Chartway Arena for the third straight year on November 6th to get things going. This video of last year's matchup, a 72-58 Monarch victory. The Marlins 17-9 a year ago. Tip-off set for 7 o'clock, and this your last chance to see ODU for home action until November 22nd. After that Monday, it's going to be a couple games on the road. And that is all the time we have tonight here on the Old Dominion Full Court Press. Hope you'll join us every Wednesday evening right here on WTKR through the end of college hoops season. For Zach State, I'm Mark Davis. Good night, everybody.